Mutual respect and tolerance is about not having to share the same beliefs and values. It is about channeling our feelings effectively and preventing radicalisation, extremism and ideology. In order for communities to exist peacefully together, it must be respected that Britain has got more than one culture. Furthermore, when we respect and tolerate other people's differences, we are able to learn from them. Additionally, instead of the single word tolerance, when it is combined with mutual respect, it ensures tolerance is more effective as well as respecting others. Overall, people should be respected and accepted, regardless of any differences they may have, and by doing this, as a society, we will help to reduce discrimination. Positive attitudes towards diversity and difference must be created in the workplace to enable everyone to feel that they are welcome in line of the 9 protected characteristics in the Equality Act 2010. For more information on the 9 characteristics, please refer to the video on the rule of law. By ensuring everyone feels welcome and any attitudes that may be negative or cause discrimination needs to be challenged appropriately, as this is not an acceptable thing to do. What does equality, diversity and inclusion mean? Equality is about ensuring that everyone is treated fairly and has the same opportunities, regardless of differences. Diversity is about embracing that people have a variety of values, cultures and religions, and that they need to be respected by others. And inclusion is about ensuring everyone is included within society and has a sense of belonging. But how does equality, diversity and inclusion link to mutual respect and tolerance? Well, firstly, it links to the Equality Act 2010 that all employers must follow. It ensures that people do not get discriminated against in line with the 9 protected characteristics. So let's look at different forms of discrimination. So firstly, you have direct discrimination. This is when someone is treated less favourably because of a characteristic they may have. For example, refusing to accept a pregnant woman's application for a promotion because they need somebody committed even though her levels of work and qualifications are strong. They have made an assumption. Indirect discrimination is when something is in place, such as a policy, rule or procedure that puts a person or a group of people at a disadvantage. For instance, if a job description stated that they needed male workers for construction, this is indirectly discriminating against women. Mutual respect and tolerance also links to the Human Rights Act 1998. I'm going to give you a brief overview of some of the articles that are relevant. Article 8. Everyone has the right of respect for their private and family life, home and correspondence. Article 9. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience and religion. This right includes the freedom to change religion or belief and freedom, either alone or within a community with others, and in public or private, to manifest religion or belief in worship, teaching practice and observance. Article 10. Everyone has the right to the freedom of expression. This right shall include the freedom to hold opinions and to receive and to impart information and ideas without the interference of the public authority. Article 11. Everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and to freedom of association with others, including the right to form and to join trade unions for the protection of their interests. Article 12. Men and women of marriageable age have the right to marry and to found a family according to the national laws governing the exercise of this right. And finally, we have Article 14. The enjoyment of the rights and freedoms set forth in this convention shall be secured without discrimination on any ground, such as sex, race, colour, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, association with a national minority, property, birth, or any other status. The legislation that looks at challenging discrimination, stereotypes, prejudice and negative attitudes is the Equality Act 2010. Looking at stereotypes in more detail, there are several different forms. Here are some of the most common ones. You've got gender stereotypes, so that could be boys wear blue and girls wear pink. You've got the religious stereotypes, that Asians are always great at maths and Catholics don't use birth control. Then you've got the racial and cultural stereotypes, like all black people are fast runners and people who live in the south are all upper class. And then you've got group stereotypes, for example, all librarians wear glasses. Common misconceptions, stereotypes, discrimination, negative attitudes, these all need to be challenged because they can be very hurtful to other people. The Equality and Diversity Act 2010 and the Prevent Duty 2015 and the policies written within the workplace linked to equality and diversity and the Prevent strategy aims to eliminate all forms of prejudice, stereotyping and disrespect, as any case of this is classed as bullying and will be taken seriously. We need to fully understand where the foundation of being respectful, understanding and tolerance comes from. It is important that children within the early years foundation stage framework, which is part of the early years provision, are taught early on about how to respect and understand others who may share other beliefs, faiths and religions, as they will be able to grow up as respectful and tolerant adults in society. Marianne Sargent, who wrote Promoting Fundamental British Values, argues that children need to understand that a variety of people that hold varying characteristics are part of society which needs to be embraced. The reason there is so much emphasis on young children being taught this at such a young age is that it will help to create a society which is respectful of diversity and difference, which will be embraced in workplaces and throughout society in general. A good term to describe being understanding, respectful and tolerant is liberal multiculturalism, which means celebrating diversity and tolerating cultural and religious views. Here are a few examples of how workplaces embed liberal multiculturalism. So, respecting and accommodating dietary preferences such as vegetarianism, some religions do not eat certain meats. In line with Equality Act 2010, individuals may have religious dress which may be accommodated by the workplace. Having text in different languages, so not everyone speaks English, so the text will be available in different languages or a speech software translator may be used. Registration forms. A registration form must be completed so that the employer knows any religious, cultural, dietary preference or allergy they may have and how it can best be accommodated. Furthermore, a registration form can tell the employer what the service user or child would like to be called, which is respecting their identity. Celebrating festivals. Childcare provision should have a list of festivals that are celebrated throughout the year. This should also be embedded in a wide range of adult settings such as care provision. Restaurants may have different menu themes in line with a wide range of festivals. You've then got code of conduct policy and behaviour. Every organisation should have a code of conduct policy which sets out how they want their employees to behave. This should reinforce being respectful, tolerant and friendly to others. Also, there are behavioural expectations, such as using the social media respectfully and behaving appropriately in restaurants. It is important to embrace equality, diversity and inclusion fully and not in a tokenistic way. Tokenistic means we do it because we feel we have to, not because of purpose or thought. A lot of people think that promoting British values means eating fish and chips and waving the Union Jack flag. British values can be defined as the common agreed values of living in Britain, which means being able to live alongside others peacefully and embrace everyone for who they are. It also means following and respecting the law and morally knowing what is right and wrong. Promoting British values means having the right to an opinion and a voice without disrespecting or hurting others. It also means being able to function in a society by participating in things such as voting. Being inclusive and embracing equality and diversity means that not everyone will have the same lifestyle choices regarding food. This could be for religious or cultural reasons, personal preferences or dietary requirements. These may be linked to allergens. Prayer facilities. This is an opportune time to learn about other religions, beliefs and cultures, and to ensure everyone is able to share their own beliefs with others and have the opportunity to pray during the day. Within the resources section, there is a link that you can look at regarding guidance to creating and managing effective multi-faith and contemplation space. This training video covers the important aspects of the British value mutual respect and tolerance, and I hope you have found it useful.